And welcome to New York Yankee baseball for an iconic day in New York Yankee 1978 history. Hello, everybody. This is your Sports Time Machine, and I bring you a very exciting night of baseball. This is the California Angels and the New York Yankees. As if you don't know history by now, is going to repeat itself, as they say. We're playing today is back in. If you look up in Google, Ron Guidry 18 strikeout game. This is his iconic strikeout performance day where he struck out 18 California Angels, and that, folks, sent the Gator to New York Yankee history. So tonight, this day in history is Ron Guidry's 18 strikeout performance. Here's your lineup for the Angels as played from that night. Bobby Grich leading off at second, Rick Miller and center, Dave Chalk batting third, Joe Rudi at first, Don Baylor in left, Ron Papa Jackson at third. It is Merv Retman in right, Brian Downing behind the plate, and Ike Hampton is your designated hitter. Yankees defense, White in left, Gary Thomason in center. That must be a late move they just did. Reggie Jackson in right. So they play a very bad defense here. Nettles at third, Stanley at short, Doyle at second. They're playing a hodgepodge infield. No Randolph and no Dent. Chambliss at first, Munson behind the plate, and Ron Guidry on the mound. He's 12-1, 1.92 ERA, 108 innings pitched, only 66 hits, and he's walked 29, struck out 114. That is fantastic. And he's only given up 5 home runs. Let's look at the Yankee bench, see what's going on here with the Yanks. Randolph and Dent both can be used off the bench. So can Piniella, Johnson, Blair, and Jay Johnstone, of all people, is on this bench. The Yankees can go through most their entire bench, it looks like. Gossage is healthy, so is Lyle. So if Guidry needs help, he's there. But remember, in this night in history, struck out 18, complete game, 9 innings. Here we go. Bobby Grich to lead off, and we're about ready for baseball here on WPIX as Ron Guidry takes the mound. Munson puts down the target. Ron Guidry looks in. Here's the pitch to Grich, and that's a 5-3 ground ball to first. That is Chambliss. He gets it and makes the play for the first out. So Grich is retired for the first out. Here's the center fielder, Rick Miller. He's hitting .299, no homers, 10 RBIs. Miller slap hitting left-handed hitter. Munson sets the target. Guidry from the stretch looks in. Here's the pitch to Miller, and that is a 4. That base hit for Rick Miller. So the Angels have a 1-out base runner. And now here's the third baseman, Dave Chalk. 0 home runs, 12 RBIs, hitting .269. Runner on first, 1 out. Miller taking a lead, being held on by Chambliss. Munson sets the target. Guidry from the stretch. Runner on first and 1 out. Here's the pitch, a Chalk, 2-8 line drive to Stanley for out number 2. So now here's Joe Rudi, .259 hitter, 6 homers, 26 RBIs. Guidry looking for that first strikeout. Munson behind the plate sets the target. Guidry from the stretch. Here's the pitch, and that's a 3-8 single to center field. Rick Miller will go to second, stays right there, and the Angels got 2 on and nobody out. And now here's the left fielder, Don Baylor. He hitting .240, 14 homers, 45 RBIs. This season, 1978, 34 home runs, 99 RBIs. A big season for Big Don here. He's playing the outfield, definitely out of position. You can definitely say that about him. Munson sets in the target. Baylor, a monster hitter against left-handed pitching that season. Guidry looks in from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Baylor, and that's a 2-9 pop to short. That's an easy play for Stanley. Makes the catch, and the Angels are done in the first. 1/2 inning of play. Angels nothing, Yanks nothing. Bottom of the first coming up here in the Bronx. So bottom of the first coming up. Roy White will lead off. He's hitting .304, 1 home run, 20 RBIs. Downing sets the target. Paul Hartzell, the pitcher for the Angels, is 2-1, 1 save, 3.94 ERA. Not much. He's just becoming a starter here for the Angels. He's a right-handed pitcher, pitches real well to other righties. Hartzell, the windup, and the pitch to White, and that's a 3-11. Ground ball to second. Gritch got it, pitches it to Rudy for out number 1. So 1 out in the first. Here's Thurman Munson hitting .316, 2 homers, 42 runs batted in. He's having a solid first half of the season. Downing sets in the target. Paul Hartzell with the windup, and here's the pitch. 1-5, struck him out. Munson down on strikes, and there's 2 outs. And here is Gary Thompson. Gary Thomason, 220 hitter, 5 home runs, 14 runs batted in. Kind of a new fixture on this Yankee team, playing center today. So Rivers not in the lineup. As we look after team, Rivers must be on the DL. So Thompson has to get some time here for the Yanks. Downing sets the target. Hartzell the windup. Here's the pitch to Thompson. 1-7, and Thompson draws the walk. And now here's Reggie Jackson. 273, 9 home runs, 23 RBIs. Average is starting to come up. Home runs are starting to come up. Downing sets in the target. Reggie sets in. Remember, home runs 1-15. Left-handed batters here at the stadium. Here's the pitch from Hartzell and the pitch. 6-8, pop to short. Chalk's got it, makes the catch, and we played 1 inning of play here at the stadium. It is no score. For the Angels, it'll be Ron Papa Jackson, followed by Merv Rutman and Brian Downing. So Jackson, the batter, again, the Angels are loaded with guys who can hit against left-handed pitching. Munson sets in, puts the target down. Ron Guidry looks in. Here's the pitch to Ron Jackson, and there's a base hit. 3rd hit of the ball game for the Angels. So they're not going by history and striking out as of yet. And now here's Merv Rutman. 61 at bats, 4 doubles, a triple, home run, 5 RBIs, hitting .311. Exclusively a hitter against lefties. Munson puts down the target, sets in. Guidry from the stretch. Run first and nobody out. They are not. They're going to play behind Jackson, though. Here is the pitch to Rutman, and that's going to be a 1-7 and a walk, and the Angels got 2 on and nobody out here in the second. So this Ron Guidry day in history not going as planned. Here is Brian Downing, 325 hitter, 4 homers, 23 RBIs. Came over from the Chicago White Sox, looks to have a promising career behind the plate. Munson sets in, puts down the target. Guidry from the stretch. 2 on, nobody out. Pitch to Downing, 6-8, fly ball left field. White's there, makes the catch, and 1 out. Here's Ike Hampton. Boy, another one of those small usage guys that has stuff all over the place. He's hitting 111, 1 for 9, 2 RBIs. Has all those homers down on that one side, including some walks. Has to be careful not to give up a gimme home run to a small guy like this. Munson sets in. Guidry from the stretch gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Hampton, and that's a strikeout. There's the first one of the ball game. He gets Hampton, and now here's Bobby Gritch. So Bobby Gritch comes up with 2 outs here in the second with 2 on. Munson kind of goes out and talks to Guidry. Again, this Angel team kind of dangerous offensively. Gritch, 322 hitter, 5 home runs, 35 RBIs. Munson sets the target. Guidry from the stretch looks back at Jackson. Here's the pitch to Gritch. 5-10, ground ball short. That's a tough play for Stanley. He's in the hole. He cannot get it, and he throws it low. The Chambliss gets by him, and the run will score. So Ron Papa Jackson scores. Rutman will go all the way to 3rd, and Gritch will go to 2nd. So that's an infield hit and an error. So the Angels take a 1-0 lead. 2 outs here in the second. The official score says unearned. So now here's Rick Miller. So the Angels up 1-0, 2 outs in the second. They were shut out in real life. Munson sets the target. Guidry from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Miller. 5-8, pop to short. That Stanley makes the catch. But Fred Stanley's job was done. He gave up a run on his single and an error. We go to the bottom of the second. It's 1-0 Angels. Bottom of the second here at Yankee Stadium in New York. And now Beatles internally has joined me. I saw you were here waiting in the background here, but we're now here live. We actually went live on an 8 o'clock start. Working late tonight, so I kind of want to see if I can speed through this, but give you guys a 100% broadcast. Here's Chambliss. Chambliss, 273, one homer, 30 RBIs. Downing sets the target. Hartzell with the windup. Here's the pitch to Chambliss, and that's a line drive right at Grit. Just a little looper. Grounds only a ballpark single, and that was the opposite 20. So here's Nettles, 273, 11 homers, 37 RBIs, one out in the second. Downing sets in, puts the target down. Paul Hartzell with the windup. Here's the pitch to Nettles, 3-10, ground ball to third. Good play by Papa Jack. Throws him out to Rudy for the second out. Here is Jim Spencer. He is the DH against righties, 242 hitter, 2 homers, 11 ribbies. Downing sets in the target. Hartzell with the windup. Here's the pitch to Spencer. 4-11, fly ball left field. That's Baylor. He's a 4-9. That's a tough play. Gets past him. Over the head of Baylor. Spencer around second. He'll go to third, and he'll be there standing. So a triple over the head of Don Baylor, and he played it off the wall, and Spencer will go in the third. So a 2-out triple, and here's the chicken, Fred Stanley, 174, no homers, no RBIs. Downing sets the target. Hartzell from the stretch, runner on third, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. And that's a 1-9 ground ball to short. Easy play for the shortstop. Throws them out, and the Yankees cannot capitalize. No runs, 1 hit, no error, 1 left. Through 2, 1-0 Angels. Dave Chalk comes up. Chalk is 0 for 1. Popped up his first time up. So far today, Guidry, 2 innings, 4 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. So whip is a little bit high for Guidry today. Munson sets the target. Guidry the windup. Here's the pitch to Chalk, and that's a line drive base hit for Chalk. That's hit number 5 for California. Here is Joe Rudy. Munson sets in the target. Rudy struck out, I believe, 3 or 4 times again in real life. Let's see if they can get him here. Munson sets in the target. Guidry looking in from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Rudy. Struck him out. There's a strikeout. That's number 2. So 2 strikeouts through 2 1/3. And now here is Don Baylor. 9 innings, 18 strikeouts. You want to be what? At 6 strikeouts through 3 innings. He's got 2. Let's see if he can strike out the side and be at 5 or be at 4 through 3 innings. Munson sets the target. Guidry from the stretch. Runner on first, nobody out. Chambliss playing behind Chalk. Here's the pitch to Baylor. And that's going to be a line drive caught by Stanley on the ballpark single opportunity. So now with 2 outs, here's Ron Jackson, 1 for 1, scored the only Angel run. 2 outs, runner on first. Munson sets the target, puts down the target. Guidry from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Ron Jackson, and that's a line drive and caught again on the ballpark single. Guidry getting some luck here at the stadium. Ballpark singles are only a 1, and he rolled a 6. So the Angels are out in the order. No runs, a hit, 1 left. We played 2.5. The Angels lead 1-0. And now here is Brian Doyle. He is 1 for 5 with an RBI so far. Of course, his claim to fame right now will be Willie Randolph injuring a very severe ankle sprain during the season, and Doyle taking over and, of course, playing a hero's role in the playoffs. Doyle, a left-handed hitter. Downing sets the target. Hartzell with the windup. Here's the pitch to Doyle. 6-2 base hit. That was a ballpark home run, but because he was a W or he was weak power, Doyle does get the base hit. So good job, Brian Doyle. He's on at first and nobody out. Second hit for the Yanks. Here is Roy White. He's 0 for 1, grounded out his first time up. Hartzell working off the stretch. Rudy playing behind Doyle, not opening the hole between first and second. Downing sets in the target. Hartzell from stretch. Here's the pitch to White. That's a 5-8. Pop to third. Jackson there makes the catch for out number 1. Here is Thurman Munson, 0 for 1 in this ball game. Struck out his first time up. Downing sets in the target. Hartzell from the stretch. Doyle getting a good secondary lead. Here's the pitch to Munson. 2-6 base hit center field. Let's see if they'll send Doyle to third. He's a 1-12 to go to third. They're trying to send the lead runner, and he gets there without even a throw. So Rick Miller came up throwing, but decided just to go and hit the cutoff man. So Brian Doyle hit that corner of the bag in second base and headed to third with without even thinking about it. So the Yankees now runners at first and third, one out. Here is now the new center fielder, Gary Thomason. The Yanks are played by me. Angels are by the AI. First and third, one out. Yanks try to tie this up. Thompson 0 for 0. Walked his first time up. Big left-handed hitter. I believe he was an A the last time we played Oakland. Downing sets the target. Hartzell from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Gary Thomason. 4-7. There's a single for Gary Thomason. So a big hit in his Yankee debut. At least for me, scores Doyle, and the Yankees tie this game at 1. So a huge hit for Thomason. Yankees tie it up. And here's Reggie Jackson, 0 for 1. 2 home runs last game we had him here on the channel. Yankees trying to take the lead. They now have 4 hits to the Angels, 5. Downing sets the target. Hartzell now from the stretch. Angels playing the infield back. They're holding Thompson at first. Here is the pitch to Jackson. 2-6, and that is a line drive in the gap past Baylor and Miller. No way they're going to get it. They're going to wave one. Thompson's going to score from first without even a throw. Jackson will head third, slides in with a triple, knocks in 2. Yankees lead 3-1. How about that, Reggie Jackson? 2-run triple. Yankees lead 3-1. So Chris Chambliss now the hitter. Paul Hartzell getting hit a bit hard. Downing sets the target. Hartzell from the stretch. Angels bringing the infield in, trying to stop this before it becomes a real problem. Here's the pitch to Chambliss. 5-7. Ground ball to second. Anything with a pound sign scores. That's a hit. Knocked down by Gritch. Base hit. Jackson scores. Yankees lead 4-1. And now the California Angel bullpen getting loose in the left-handed bullpen. You see some action going on there. 4-1 Yanks, 2-1 out here in the third. Here's the third baseman, Nettles. Ground out his first time up. Downing sets the target. Hartzell from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Nettles. 4-6, base hit Nettles. Chambliss will go first to third. Chambliss stops at third. Yankees have it set up first and third, 1 out for Jim Spencer. Tripled his last time up. Yankees have hit 2 triples in the third innings. Triples. Downing sets the target. Hartzell working from the stretch. First and third, 1 out. Here's a pitch. And they decide to go to LaRoche. So that's it. Before it gets too out of hand, Dave LaRoche will come in. He is more their closer, but he gives them a lot of innings. He'll come in early. 4-1, 10 saves on the season, 1.13 ERA. So he's had a fantastic early season, but he's going to be asked to control things. So Spencer, left-handed DH, kind of feeling out of the way a little bit. Lefty-lefty matchup. Downing sets the target. LaRoche from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 1-10, double play. No, the infield was in. So they stopped Chambliss from scoring. LaRoche and throws a strike to Rudy. Second and third, 2 outs. And now here's the chicken. Bach. Fred Stanley. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out. Fred Stanley trying to get a big 2-out base hit here. It's only 4-1 Yanks. LaRoche trying to minimize the damage. Downing from the stretch. LaRoche from the pitch. And let's see, they put Stanley on, and they'll put the youngster Brian Doyle up the task. So everything on Brian Doyle's card turns into an out because everything is unclutched. So they really kind of put the Jimmy on Brian Doyle right now. He'll stay in the game. Downing sets the target. LaRoche against the youngster Doyle. Here's the pitch. And that's a 4-8 fly ball right field. Makes the catch, and the Yankees are out. They leave the bases loaded. They score 4 in the third. It's 4-1 Yanks as we head to the fourth inning. So top of the fourth, this is the New York Yankee Ron Guidry 1978 replay. This is his 18 strikeout performance. So far, not living up to that part of it, but the Yanks lead 4-1. Here's Merv Retman, followed by Downing and Hampton. Munson sets in the target. Guidry with the windup. Here's the pitch to Retman. 2-12, base hit Retman. Base hit number 6. And again, these Angel lineup, if you look at it, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hitters, are more than a 2L in their platoon setup. So really, that's where Strat kind of messes up a great pitcher. Their platoon system can really haunt a fantastic pitcher in Guidry, and you're seeing it. He's given up 6 hits through 3+ here. Munson sets the target. Guidry now working from the stretch. Runner on first and nobody out. Here's a pitch to Downing. And that's a 3-4. That's a double play ball. Stanley scoops it to Doyle over the Chambliss. Gets 2 for the price of 1. Get 2 for the price of 1 at the Sports Time Machine. Say STM in the New York Yankee Clubhouse store and get your BOGO offer. That's 2 outs here in the 4th. And now here's Ike Hampton. He's the batter, 0 for 1. Munson sets the target. Guidry with the windup. Here's the pitch to Hampton. 4-9, ground ball to short. Again, a non-strikeout inning for Guidry. Long throw, got him. Stanley the Chambliss. Angels are done in the 4th. No runs, a hit, a double play. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 4-1 New York. White, Munson, Thompson, the bat for the Yanks against Dave LaRoche. Downing sets the target. So far, 0 for 2 today is Roy White. LaRoche, the lefty. Here's the pitch to White. And that's going to be a 1-8 line drive to third. Ron Jackson there. Here's Munson, 1 for 2, struck out and singled. Downing sets the target. LaRoche with the windup. Here's the pitch. That's a 2-3 base hit, Munson. So Munson is second hit of the ball game. He's on at first with 1 out. Here is Gary Thomason. 1 for 1 with the RBI. He singled back in the 3rd inning when the Yankees scored 4. Downing sets the target. LaRoche looks in from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Lefty-lefty matchup and struck him out, 2nd out. And now here's the left-hander, Reggie Jackson. He is a 4R. So again, he definitely likes the righties more than lefties. Still at that awesome power, though. Downing sets the target. Munson being held by Rudy. The hole is open between 1st and 2nd. LaRoche from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Jackson. 3-9, and Jackson struck out, and the Yankees are done in the 4th. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We played 4-1 Yanks. Top of the 5th coming up. So far for Ron Guidry, 4 innings, 6 hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. So he's given up 7 base runners through 4 innings. That's a little bit high for Ron, but his numbers have been so good. Munson sets in the target. Guidry at the windup. Here's the pitch to Grich. 1-6 and walked him. Another base runner for Guidry. So now here's Rick Miller. Top of the 5th. No outs. Yankees lead 4-1. Munson sets the target. Guidry from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Miller. 3-7. 5 ball center field. Thompson's there. Makes the catch. 1 away. Here is Dave Chalk. 271. No homers. 12 RBIs. Chalk so far has popped up and singled. Munson sets the target. Rich being held. So again, the hole between 1st and 2nd is there for Chalk. Guidry from the stretch wants to work inside, so Chalk can't hit it the other way. Here's the pitch to Chalk. 3-8. That's a line drive to Doyle, who had him played perfectly. 2nd out here in the 5th. And now here's Rudy. Rudy's 1 for 2. Singled back in the 1st and struck out in the 3rd. Munson sets the target. Bobby Grich again taking a good secondary lead. Doyle again playing a little bit over to the right, hopefully to prevent a single to the right side. Kind of opens up the middle, though. Guidry looks in, gets the sign. Here's a pitch to Rudy. 5-5 struck him out. There's strikeout number 3 for Guidry. He's gotten 3 over 5 innings, and most importantly, the Yankees lead 4-1. So there we go, bottom of the 5th here at the stadium. And now be Chris Chambliss, followed by Nettles and Spencer. Left. I can see why the Angel manager went the little Roche here, as he is in there to definitely stabilize these Yankee lefties. Downing sets in the target. LaRoche with the windup. Here's the pitch to Chambliss. 6-8 and walked him. So Chambliss works a walk in the 5th. And now here's Nettles. He's 1 for 2. He's singled back in the 3rd inning. Downing sets into target, puts down the signs. LaRoche from the stretch. They're holding Chambliss on, so it opens up the hole between 1st and 2nd. LaRoche winds and deals. 2-9 ground ball double play. Rudy's got it. Goes the Chalk. Rudy's back there and gets the double play ball. 3-6-3. Nice double play. That was Rudy the Chalk back to himself. 2 outs in the 5th, and here's Jim Spencer. 1 for 2, tripled back in the 2nd, and then grounded out in the 3rd. Downing sets in the target. LaRoche with the full windup now. Here's the pitch to Spencer. 5-6, struck him out looking. We played 5 at the stadium. It's 4-1 Yanks. So far, Yankees 4 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error. The Angels 1 run on 6 hits and no errors. And now we have a big house here at the stadium. Ron Guidry has gone 5 innings, 6 hits, 1 run. Not was earned, 2 walks and 3 strikeouts. Hart's only lasted 2 1/3, 7 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. LaRoche has gone 2 2/3, 1 hit, 2 walks, and 3 Ks. Very effective pitching from Dave LaRoche. Top of the 6th there for the Angels, as we have a former Yankee. Don Baylor up, followed by Ron Jackson and Merv Retman. So Munson about here in the 6th. Angels 6 hits, Yankees 8. Munson puts up the target. Guidry at the windup. Here's the pitch to Baylor. 3-4, base hit left field. Base hit number 7 for California. Guidry not pitching like the epic performance he did back in the day, as he's already given up 7 hits through 5+ innings. Here's Ron Papa Jack Jackson. 1 for 2, single back in the 2nd. Munson sets in, puts the target down. Guidry from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Jackson. 5-8, struck him out. There's strikeout number 4. So he's got 4. Here's Merv Retman. Let's see if we can at least get him to double figures here. Retman's been a pain like we thought he'd be. Walk in the 2nd, singled in the 4th. One of those left-handed hitting monster cards. Munson sets in. Guidry from the stretch. Runner on 1st and 1 out. Here's the pitch to Retman. 3-9. Retman, what did he do? Change up. Tied him in knots. Awkward swinging. Strike 3. He got it again. So Retman struck out, and that's for the 5th strikeout. So he's got 2 for the first time today. Let's see if Downing can make it even 6. Now you see it. This was the day in history where Yankee fans started reacting with the 2 strikes. Brian Downing's up 0 for 2. Flied out, ground into a double play. Munson sets the target. Guidry from the stretch. Baylor taking a lead off first. Here's the pitch to Baylor. 2-7, base hit for Downing. Both teams with 8 hits. Baylor stops at 2nd. 2 on and 2 outs. And now here's Ike Hampton. He has struck out and ground out. Guidry now working from the stretch. 2 on, 2 outs. Baylor taking a good secondary lead. Fred Stanley taps Baylor on the way in, telling him he's there. But Baylor should get a real comfortable secondary lead off this if anything hit out there. Hampton, a right-handed hitter. Munson sets the target. Guidry from the stretch. Downing not being held because Baylor is in front of him, so Downing really can't go anywhere. Guidry from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Hampton, and that is a base hit for Ike Hampton, and the Angels get a run back. Baylor scores without a throw. Downing will go 1st to 3rd, and it's 4-2 Yankees. So the Angels now with 9 hits through 5 2/3, and now here's Bobby Grich, 1 for 2 with a walk. Munson sets the target now. Guidry from the stretch looks in. Hampton being held on at first, though. Again, opening the hole between 1st and 2nd. Guidry from the stretch gets the sign. Here's the pitch. And Hampton was trying to get a jump, but Guidry stepped off and threw over. So Munson then puts down the signs, changes them a little bit. Guidry nods, working from the stretch. Here's the pitch from the set. And it's a 3-5 and walked him, and the bases are loaded. Boy, Ron Guidry today doesn't have his premier stuff. 5 2/3 innings so far has given 12 base runners in 5 2/3. So here's Rick Miller with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Munson goes out and talks to Guidry. Goes back behind the plate, sets the target, puts down the sign. Guidry from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And they're going to go a pinch hitter route. So they're going to take him out of the lineup, and they're going to bring a guy in I've never heard of, and that says something for me in baseball history. A guy by the name of Mick Eamer. So 22 at-bats, 1 double, home run, 2 RBIs. Again, a guy who destroys left-handed pitching. God, can you give me a break on these left-handed killers who are coming in on Guidry? Let's see, but he's anti-clutch, so he loses 3 hits on that 2 column. So now McKeemer comes in a Detroit Tiger uniform, but I guess he had to stay with the Angels. 22 at bats, bases loaded, 2 outs in the 6th. The Angels try to put it away right now. Munson sets in the target. Guidry from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's a line drive and it's caught. Oh no, it's not. That's a double. He'll double, so that little cheese bastard doubles. And that was a 3-9, I believe it was. Let's look and see what it was. 3-9 versus a lefty, and that was a solid double. It was a 3-8, I guess. Hang on, we're gonna look at it. 3-7, home run 1-2, double 2 stars. So we got the 4, so he doubled down the line. 2 will score. Angels tied at 4 as the Rook came in and hit a 2-run double off Guidry. So now here's Dave Chalk, 4-4, 2 outs in the 6th. Guidry just wants to get out of this one. Munson sets in the target. Guidry from the stretch with Dave Chalk up. 2 on and 2 out. Here's the pitch. 2-8, and that's a line drive. It's caught by Stanley. Angels score 3, and they tie it up going 4-4 in the 6th. Wow. What a development of things we got going on here in the Bronx. Oh my goodness. Just the computer playing unfair baseball, setting out these lefty mongers, and just called him the Casey Stengels, finding guys who can just destroy lefties. So now here's Fred Stanley, followed by Doyle and White. It's a 4-4 tie in the 6th. Yankees struggling in the AL after coming home, losing 7 out of 9 in the West Coast trip. Downing sets the target. LaRoche with the windup. Here's the pitch to Stanley. And Stanley hits a shot at the gap, but it's caught. A sliding catch by Lyman Bostock. Oh, what a catch by Bostock. I'm surprised he's still in. Wow, I wonder when his DOA was. He came in as the center fielder for Rick Miller. So Bostock made a nice catch. So here is Brian Doyle, 1 for 2 and runs scored. Downing sets in the target. LaRoche with the windup. Here's the pitch to Doyle, and that's a line drive caught by Grich. 2 outs. Here's Roy White. Angels with 10 hits, the Yankees with 8. 2 outs. Here we go. Downing sets in the target. LaRoche nods. Here's the pitch to White. That's a 3-7 fly ball center field. There's Bostock again, makes the catch, and we go to the 7th game, tied at 4. Wow, what a ball game so far. I mean, Guidry just not pitching as you would have thought he would have done here. He's getting hit hard. There's no nickel and dime about in this one. He's given up 10 hits and 3 walks in 6 innings. So now let's see if he can get through the 7th. Rudy Baylor and Ron Jackson, the bat for the Angels. Munson sets the target. Guidry looks on. Here's the pitch to Rudy. 6-7, struck him out. So that's a huge strikeout for Guidry. That's 6. 6 and 6 1/3. Here's Don Baylor. He's 4 away from another double figures. Baylor 1 for 3, runs scored. He also popped up and lined out. Munson sets the target. Guidry with the wind up the Baylor. 2-6, round ball to third. Nettles picks it up. Picks a nice throw to Chambliss. 2 outs in the 7th. And now here is Ron Jackson. 1 for 3 of the runs scored. He has singled, lined out, and struck out. Munson sets in the target. Guidry looks in, nods. Here's the wind up the Papa Jack. Fly ball left field. Easy play for left fielder White. Makes the catch. Let's stretch. It's 4-4 here in the 7th. So Munson the bat, followed by Thompson and Jackson. Looks like Guidry could be on his last legs. We'll see how he does. Munson with 2 hits. Downing sets in, puts down the target for LaRoche. Still in this ball game. Here's the pitch to Munson. 3-5, ground ball to short, picked up by Chalk, throws him out. And I think that's all for Dave LaRoche. Here comes the manager. He'll tap him on the back. What a performance by LaRoche. He saves the Angel bullpen, but they'll go back there to Tom Griffin, who does not have a good card. Holy cow. He pitches great to righties, but boy, he gets smacked against lefties. So let's see if the Yankees can take advantage of this situation. Who they've all gone to. Ooh, they got a depleted bullpen, and that's not going to be good. So just like Dyer Miller can't come out, he was already tired in this ball game. That is actually probably their last pitcher. So LaRoche was it. The Angels must have came in really tired last game against the Yankees where they won. They must have hit the Angel pitching staff hard enough, leaving kind of depleted bullpen. So Tom Griffin may have to be the only pitcher here. Yankees could really benefit here and see if they can score. Downing sets the target. With all these lefties up here, almost better off having a tired LaRoche stay in there. Griffin with the pitch. And that's a 6-4 catch. Jack's behind the plate. Downing throws away the mask and makes the catch. Good catch there. 2 away. Here's Reggie. 1 for 3. Big triple and 2 RBIs back in the third. Downing sets in the target. Griffin with the windup and pitches. 5-7, fly ball center field. That's Bostock makes the catch, and Tom Griffin actually gets through the inning. We played 7. It's 4-4. But now they set up again their hitters. With Redmond due up, let's see, do the Yankees go? They have to play. They have to start playing wins. They can't do this and survive. So they could bring Hunter in. You know what? They're going to go Tidrow. The late great Dick Tidrow will come in. So Ron Guidry only can go 7. So if you're here to see Guidry, he's done. Let's give you his stats. So LaRoche, 4 innings, 1 hit, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, saved the Angels bacon. Guidry goes 7 innings, will be a no decision, 10 hits, 4 runs, 3 were earned, 3 walks, and 6 strikeouts. Too many base runners, too much traffic on the Major Deacon for Guidry. Too many base runners. So Dick Tidrow comes in. He was 4-6, 3.02 ERA, 80 hits in 89 innings, 23 walks, 25 strikeouts. He has to be a little more better controlled out. Here's Retman. Let's see if they bat for Retman here in the 8th. Munson sets the target. Tidrow with the windup and pitches. 1-11, line drive down the third base line. Nettles had him played perfectly, no double defense. 1 out in the 8th. Here's Brian Downing, 1 for 3. He grounded out on the double play in the 4th and singled back in the 5th. Munson sets the target. Tidrow looks in. Here's the pitch to Downing. 3-4, fly ball left field. White makes the catch. 2 outs in the 8th. And now here's Ike Hampton with all those triples. Holy cow, against righties. Oh, again, a usage card from hell for me. Munson sets in the target. Tidrow looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Keep off his card. It is fly ball center field. That is Thomason makes the catch. And the Angels are done in the 8th. Let's go to the bottom of the 8th. It is 4-4 as Tom Griffin. And now this will be his first inning of work after he gets Chambliss out. Chambliss, Nettles, and Spencer against the right-hander Tom Griffin. So Downing pitches. Tom Griffin looks in. Last of the 8th, 4-4 score. Here's the pitch. Single for Chambliss. So Yankees put the tying runner on. Gossage up in the Yankee bullpen if they score. Nettles sets in now. Nettles 1 for 3 in the ball game. Single back in the 3rd. Downing puts the target, pats down. Griffin from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Nettles. 3-8 got him on strikes. Tom Griffin made a nice pitch. That's a full inning for Griffin. Now here's Jim Spencer, 1 for 3 with a triple. That was back in the 2nd inning. Downing sets the target. Griffin from the stretch. Chambliss to take a good lead off. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 1-9-8 struck him out. Tom Griffin with back-to-back strikeouts. And now here's Fred Stanley. They do have Dead on that bench who can play. He's been ailing a bit, so I wonder if they want to try another lefty. They'll leave Stanley in there. He's a little better hitter against righties, it seems. Let's see if he can get a big hit here. Runner on first, 2 outs for Chambliss being held. He will still get a +1 advantage when he takes off on the pitch with 2 outs. Downing sets in the target. Griffin from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Stanley. 2-2, and he walked him. So Chambliss moves the tying runner to second. Stanley worked a great walk on his own card, and now the Yankees have to make a move. They're not going to leave Brian Doyle out there and have a problem like this. So let's see who they will go with. and they're going to go with Lou Piniella. I know they can go with Randolph, so we're going to say he can feel a little bit, but he really has a problem hitting. So Piniella will hit. He's the classic guy. He has a hit. He gets hits with runners at 2 outs and runners in scoring position. Piniella, 278 hitter, 3 homers, 22 ribbies. Downing sets the target. Tom Griffin, first and second, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. 5-4 catch act. Could pass Downing. Let's see if it does. No, he picks it up and throws a strike to Rudy, and that ends the inning for the Yanks. What's the ninth? It's 4-4. Willie Randolph now will have to play second base as he is the new Yankee second baseman. So Randolph was given a day off, kind of had some ailments going on. So Randolph comes in, replaces Doyle. Top of the ninth, 4-4 score. Griff will be Gritch, Bostock, and Chalk against Dick Tidrow here in the ninth. Monson sets in, puts the target in. Tidrow nods. Here's the pitch to Gritch. 1-7, struck him out. Big strikeout. And here's Lyman Bostock. He does get a full year with the Angels, 218 at-bats, 7 doubles, 3 triples, 32 RBIs, hitting .312. Left-handed hitter, a purist hitter. Munson sets the target. Tidrow with the wind up the Bostock, 3-7 fly ball center field. Thompson's there, makes the catch for out number 2. So now here is Dave Chalk, 1 for 4 in a ball game, 2 outs in the ninth. Munson puts down the target, nods. Tidrow looks in. Here is the pitch to Chalk. 4-8 is a line drive base set for Chalk, a 2-out hit. So now here is the veteran, Joe Rudy, 1 for 4 in the ballgame, singled way back in the first. He has struck out 3 times against Guidry. Munson sets in the target, puts down the sign. Tidrow from the stretch, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Rudy, 6-7, and walks him. The Angels now have 2 on and 2 outs in the ninth. So now here's one of the most dangerous hitters in baseball, Don Baylor. Batting against a right-handed pitcher here. He was 1 for 4 versus Guidry. Baylor comes up. He does not hit as well in runners in scoring position against righties and 2 outs. So they can make him swing against a bad pitch. Munson sets the target, puts it down, changes some signs. Tidrow from the stretch, goes to the set formation. Here's the pitch to Baylor. 4-2, got him. Nicely done. As next play there by Thomason. So we go to the bottom of the ninth. Let's see if the Yanks have a walk-off in their bones. It's 4-4. So now the Yanks will send up White, Munson, and Thomason. Gossage up. He will pitch the 10th. So let's see if White can keep Gossage in the bullpen here. Downing sets the target. Tom Griffin with the windup and pitches. 190 walks him. So the Yankees now bring the winning run at first. It will be even Stevens to steal second for White. Let's see what kind of running he can do and what kind of speed he has. He gets to jump on a 2-5 first number 16. We're going to take that chance and see if he can steal it. Does he get the steal? No, he doesn't. Griffin kept him close. So again, Rudy holding on White, opening up the hole between first and second. Munson 2 for 4 runs scored. Downing sets the target. Griffin from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Thurman. 490 walked him. And the Yankees got 2 on and nobody out in the ninth. Here's lefty Gary Thomason. So Yankees have the potential winning run now on first at the plate. Downing sets it in from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that is a deep drive. Right field, deep and left rip, and gone! Gary Thomason has just hit a walk-off 3-run homer. Clear the decks. Here comes a cannonball. Gary Thomason just homers and wins it for the Yankees in the ninth. Yankees win it 7-4. Winning pitcher is going to be Dick Tidrow. He does a great job in relief, goes 2 innings, a 1-hit ball. Yankees improve to 35-27. Tom Griffin took the loss. He's 0-3, 1 2/3, 2 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned. Depleted Angel bullpen, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. Doubles by McKeemer, triples by Jackson and Nettles, home runs by Thomason. That was probably his first as since coming over to the Yankees. Thompson 2 for 4, 2 runs scored and big 4 RBIs. Welcome to New York, Gary. Nicely done. The Angels got 2 hits from Dave Chalk, 2 for 5. They got single hits from a lot of their players. Angels with 11 hits, the Yankees 10. The Angels 4 runs, 11 hits, no errors. The Yankees win in the 9th, 7 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error. Let's look at some scheduling, as this is going to get very interesting next week. Yankees are going to start playing teams in the AL East, and we're going to see them, I think. We may be playing some of those games more online here on the channel. So Sunday, the Yankees will play California. It's Chris Knapp and Ed Figueroa. So we'll go ahead and play that day off, and then we'll see what else is on the schedule. Ed Figueroa bested Chris Knapp and won 1-0. So that's a big win there. Games of importance. The Tigers lost 10-3. The Brewers split a doubleheader, 9-3, lost 3-1 to Cleveland. Boston beat Seattle 9-5. So let's now go to the next day and see where the Yankees are playing. And I'm going to stop it once they, okay, you know what? Monday, they start the series in Fenway. I'm going to stop that, and we're going to play some games, Yankees, Red Sox, right here on the channel. You heard it here. So Yankees will begin a 3-game series. Here are your pitching matchups that you'll see either on upload or live on the channel. So 3 games in Fenway. They're huge importance, I think. So Ken Clay against Louis Tiant. And then on Tuesday night in Boston, it'll be Don Gullett and Mike Torres. Then Wednesday, it'll be Jim Beattie and Dennis Eckersley. So put those on manual. Then on Thursday, we come back to Ron Guidry as he makes his next start in Detroit. So get some time off. Hopefully remember this. We'll take on the Tigers and Dave Rozema on the streets of Michigan and Trumbull in Tiger Stadium, as it will be Ron Guidry against Dave Rozema Thursday night, June 22nd against the Tigers. You'll see the first 3 games on this channel against Boston, how important they are. And then the Yankees will come back with Ron Guidry again in their start as they go to a 4-game series in Tiger Town. Folks, thank you so much. I appreciate everyone coming out. Yankees win a tough one, 7-4. Guidry definitely doesn't have his A stuff, but they still win. So far, the standings, Red Sox with 1-game lead. That's why we're going to play this series. Milwaukee 2.5 back, Tigers 4.5 back. Rangers now hold a half-game lead over the Angels, 5 over the White Sox, 6.5 on the Twins, and 6.5 on the Royals. So again, we'll see you again, everybody. Thank you, Beatles and Julie, for coming in. We appreciate you. So thank you so much for you. Appreciate it. And come in again, once again, come in and watch the game. Appreciate it. Hit like, subscribe, do everything you can to help the channel. And we'll see you again. Day off tomorrow. So we'll probably have a Yankee Red Sox game at some point tomorrow and get them Sox in Fenway. So talk to you later. Thank you for coming out.